The Golden State Warriors have officially kept their season alive after a wild victory over the Los Angeles Clippers. Al Horford turned back the clock with a massive fourth-quarter explosion, while Kristaps Porzingis dominated the paint to keep the team in the fight. It was a statement performance that has everyone talking about the grit of this squad. Stay locked in for more updates and hit that subscribe button to never miss a beat.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Coach Steve Kerr is making waves after declaring the Warriors champions once again following that electric comeback win. Stephen Curry proved once more why he remains the ultimate game-changer with his clutch late-game shooting. Draymond Green also delivered a defensive masterclass that even had Kawhi Leonard calling him a Hall of Fame defender. We are tracking every move this group makes as they look toward their next high-stakes matchup. The future of Draymond Green in the Bay Area is suddenly a hot topic for league insiders. With a massive player option looming, reports are surfacing about a potential decline and extend strategy that could keep the defensive anchor in a Warriors jersey for years to come. Could this be the path to long-term stability for one of the greatest defensive minds in the game? We are breaking down the numbers and the strategy behind this crucial decision. The biggest question lingering over the organization is whether Steve Kerr can truly walk away from his longtime partnership with Stephen Curry. With a potential 13th season in jeopardy and internal discussions heating up, the bond between the legendary coach and his superstar remains the heartbeat of the franchise. It is a defining moment for the future of the team. If you want to stay on top of the latest news and rumors, smash that like button and ring the bell for notifications. Ever wonder what it looks like when age-defying magic meets pure, unadulterated grit? Just ask the LA Clippers, who just found out the hard way at the Intuit Dome. In an absolute thriller of a play-in tournament game, the Golden State Warriors managed to pull off a 126-121 stunner, and it wasn't just the usual suspects carrying the load. While Steph Curry iced the game with a trademark contested triple and Draymond Green turned into a defensive nightmare for Kawhi Leonard down the stretch, the real story was Al Horford. The 41-year-old veteran basically decided to turn back the clock, pouring in 12 of his 14 points in the final 6 minutes alone. I mean, he was lights out from deep, perfect from beyond the arc when it mattered most. Before Horford went supernova, Kristaps Porzingis was the one keeping the Warriors' ship afloat. Putting up a solid 20-point performance with 5 boards and 5 dimes, Porzingis knew exactly what he was watching. Having played alongside Horford during their 2024 championship run in Boston, the Latvian big man wasn't even surprised. He told reporters that watching Horford find that rhythm was like watching a masterclass in confidence. He noted that spark was exactly what they needed to survive. When asked about his late-game heroics, Horford kept it humble, crediting his faith and the constant motivation from Steph and Draymond, who kept barking at him to stay aggressive. It's a classic Warriors story: chemistry, trust, and stars showing up when the season is on the line. Now, all eyes turn to Friday night at the PHX Arena. If they can get past the Suns, a massive first-round date with the defending champs, the OKC Thunder, awaits. Can this veteran core push deep into the playoffs, or will the road end in Phoenix? Smash that like button if you think the Warriors have one more deep run in them, and subscribe for all the latest updates on this wild NBA postseason chase. At the end of the day, never count out a team that knows how to win under pressure. What does it actually feel like to be a champion when the rest of the world has already written you off? Last night, the Golden State Warriors didn't just win a game. They ignited a statement that echoed across the entire league. Down by 13 in the fourth quarter against the Clippers, the Warriors looked like a team hanging by a thread. But then, they remembered who they were. Steve Kerr didn't mince words after the 126-121 comeback victory. He looked the media in the eye and said, "For one night we're us. We're champions again." And honestly, he's right. Regardless of the standings or the pressure of a play-in, that was vintage Golden State. At the heart of the storm was Steph Curry, finishing with 35 points and a step-back dagger that felt inevitable. You have to wonder what drives a guy like that to rush back from a 27-game absence just for a chance at a late-season run. Steph put it simply. He wanted to be there for the hope of it all. It's that rare, relentless drive that separates the legends from the stars. Even his own teammates are still mesmerized. Kristaps Porzingis, who played his best game as a Warrior, admitted he's just relieved he's finally on the right side of the court when Curry catches fire. But let's talk about the other side of the ball, because Draymond Green was an absolute menace. Holding Kawhi Leonard to just 2 points in the fourth quarter is a defensive masterclass, period. When Leonard, a man who rarely gives props, calls you a Hall of Fame defender, you know you've done your job. Green's response to the critics was classic Draymond. The same people who say I lost a step say I never had a step. It's that chip on the shoulder, that burning need for respect from his peers, that keeps this engine running. Now the road gets even steeper. Friday's matchup against the Suns is a high-stakes clash with a ticket to face the defending champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, on the line. Can they keep this champion energy alive, or was this just a beautiful, fleeting flashback? Hit the subscribe button and let me know your take in the comments. Do you think the Warriors have one more miracle run left in them, or is the sun finally setting on this dynasty? Keep watching, because in the NBA, as we saw last night, the story can change in a heartbeat. Is the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors about to change forever? We all know the dynasty is at a crossroads, and while everyone is buzzing about Steve Kerr, there is another massive piece of the puzzle that needs to be addressed: Draymond Green. The former Defensive Player of the Year holds a massive player option worth over $27 million, and it has everyone guessing about his future beyond the 2026-27 season. But here is where it gets interesting. NBA insider Anthony Slater just dropped a potential roadmap for how this partnership keeps rolling. He suggested that a decline and extend strategy could be the golden ticket. Essentially, Draymond could walk away from that massive player option to sign a brand new deal at a lower annual price tag. Now, I know what you are thinking. Why would a player sacrifice cash? Well, it is all about legacy. Draymond has made it crystal clear he wants to retire a Warrior, the team that drafted him way back in 2012. By taking a slightly smaller cut, he gives the front office much-needed financial flexibility to bolster the roster around him and Steph Curry. It is a win-win. He gets to cement his legacy in the Bay, and the team gets the breathing room it desperately needs. But don't expect a pen to hit paper just yet. The word on the street is that these negotiations are firmly on the back burner until the situation with Steve Kerr is fully resolved. It is a waiting game, folks, and the dominoes are lined up perfectly. Do you think Draymond should take the pay cut to keep the dynasty alive, or is it time for him to maximize his earnings? Drop a comment below and let me know your take. At the end of the day, some things are worth more than money, but in the brutal business of the NBA, loyalty rarely comes without a heavy price tag. Can you imagine building an entire basketball dynasty, one that changed the sport forever, only to wonder if your time is finally up? For Steve Kerr, the Golden State Warriors are more than just a job. They are his legacy. But after 12 years of championship highs and crushing lows, we're left with a burning question. Can Steve Kerr really walk away from Steph Curry? It's a partnership that's become the bedrock of the NBA. We've seen them dominate, we've seen them win 4 rings, and we've seen them redefine what it means to lead a team. Kerr has been vocal about his gratitude, often admitting that his entire career trajectory over the last decade is inextricably linked to Steph's brilliance. He's called Curry the most joyful player he's ever coached, and frankly, the messenger for everything the Warriors stand for. They're like two sides of the same coin. If one moves, the other feels the shift. But here's where the narrative gets complicated. Kerr's contract status is a massive question mark, and reports suggest there's growing tension behind the scenes. From whispers about him feeling stifled regarding his vocal stance on social issues to the heavy, internal weight of a 60-year-old coach questioning his own expiration date, the uncertainty is palpable. Following their season-ending loss to Phoenix, Kerr admitted he wouldn't coach anywhere else, but he's clearly looking for total alignment before committing to a 13th season. Even Steph Curry seems to be processing this. During his post-game media session, he was grilled about Kerr's future, but he kept his cool, emphasizing that he just wants his coach to be happy and fulfilled. It wasn't a plea for Kerr to stay. It was a testament to the respect they share. It's rare to see that kind of bond in a league so often defined by constant roster turnover and coaching carousels. Ultimately, Kerr isn't just deciding on a contract. He's deciding on a lifestyle. He's deciding if he's ready to close the chapter on the most special player-coach relationship of his life. If he leaves a void that no amount of talent could fill. If he stays, he's betting on the same joy that defined their journey from the start. What do you think? Does Kerr have one more championship run left in him, or has the cycle finally reached its natural conclusion? Let us know your take in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this unfolding story.